Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are welcome to business study class today. Our today's topic is ledger entries. Ledger entries. Ledger can be defined as a principal book which accounts are transferred to from journal entries. We have a book like sales day book. We are calling it sales day book. At the same time, we call it journal entries. As you are making your transaction on daily basis, you will be recording. As means you must have somewhere to be recording what you are selling. I sold biscuit a dozen, Indomie half carton. You must have somewhere to be recording it. That where you are recording it is called journal book. So as you are recording it, you are making your journal entries. A book is a principal book where you are transferred from journal entries to is called ledger. So when you are preparing ledger accounts, you transfer from journal book. It is usually has numbered page. I mean journal book. It usually has numbered page for easy identification called folio number. We call that number folio number. That is simple explanation on ledger. Meanwhile, all the debit entries will be at the left side, that is debit side, while all the credit entries will be at the right side of the ledger. When you are preparing ledger accounts, all transactions that is debit should be at the debit side. That means it should be at the right side of your ledger account. Then the credit transaction will be at the credit side. That means it will be at the right side of the ledger account. Entries on the left side are debit entries, while entries on the right side are the credit entries. That is simple posting of ledger account. Ledger account can be classified into two. We have personal account and impersonal account. Then no matter how well a ledger account is classified, the double entries still applies. You see, it still remains. You cannot prepare any account in any form of preparing your account. You cannot prepare any account without the principle of double entry. That means debit side and credit side. That is double entry in principle of account. Personal account. Personal account is an account which the value of entrepreneur investment in the business is recorded. That is personal account. For example, now I'm operating pure water factory. When I want to prepare my personal account, that will be my investment on that account, on that business. It will be recorded in my personal account. Then another one is impersonal account. This can be classified as assets, liability, income, and expenses. They are to be recorded as in impersonal account. When you are operating business, we have personal ledger account and impersonal ledger account. Those are the items to be posted in each account. The value of the entrepreneur investment will be in the personal account, while the liability, assets, income, expenses will be posted in impersonal account. Then this impersonal account can also be divided into real and nominal account. Let's now look into real and nominal account. Then also in personal account we have debtor account and creditor account. Entrepreneur, I have said that it deals with entrepreneur investment. Maybe you have some debts to pay outside, you record it at the debit side. Some credit to collect, you record it at the credit side. The payment will be at the credit side, while the receiver will be at the debit side. Then impersonal account, as personal account is divided into two. That is debtors account and creditors account. The impersonal account also divided into two. That is real account and nominal account. Let's look into real account. This relates to assets and liability, e.g. furniture account, loan account. But nominal account, in nominal account, these are also related to income and expenditure of the business, e.g. sales account, salaries account, and wages account. Let's now look into the items in ledger account. Items in ledger account. Items that we can find in ledger accounts. Date, particular, folio, and amount. Date in ledger account. Date, this column appear at both sides of the ledger. All these 5 columns. When you are reading your line in preparing ledger accounts, you must have column for date, column for folio, column for particular, folio, amount at the debit side. You know, I have said you must follow the double entry principle. That is debit side and credit side. The credit side, we have these 5 edges in ledger account, 5 columns: date, particular, folio, amount, and discount. The other side, we have the same thing as well, where we posting debit side, debit income and credit income. Debit income, we have debit posting, we have date, particular, folio, and amount and discount. While the credit posting, we also have column for that. That's 5 columns. That is when you are preparing ledger account. It may be more than that column when we are preparing other accounts like petty cash book, 2 column cash book, where we are having cash column, bank column, 3 column cash book as well. But now today we are talking on ledger account. Date, this column appear. The date column will appear at the both sides of the account. It shows the exact date that the transaction took place. That means the date that the transaction occurred. For instance, today, now maybe I went to my shop, I make some sales. When I want to prepare my ledger account at the end of the week, maybe I'm preparing my account weekly. Some are preparing their own annually, monthly, weekly, and so ever like that. But assuming I'm preparing my own weekly, I will first record my transaction in journal. By the end of the week, when I want to transfer it into my ledger account, I must monitor that exact date of each transaction must be recorded at the column date. Another one is particular. This describes the identity of the transaction at both sides. Yes, particular describes the transaction of the So they have finished calling the Adhan. They are calling us for Salat. Let's now continue our class. Particular. Particular in the side of ledger account. This describes the identity of the transaction that occur on that day. For example, sales of a carton of Indomie. When you want to record it, you record it under the column of particular, then you write a carton of Indomie. That is what we call particular. Or you mention the name of the person. You can write sales, then you write the name of the person. Or it may be purchase. You may write purchase under the particular so that we'll be able to know that it was purchased. Then folio. Folio refers to the journal number where you are bringing your recording. This referred to as reference column. As it is shown where the other side of the account could be gotten. Yes. Maybe if you are preparing your ledger account and you record your folio number to be number 1 or J1. That means if you want to check your journal, you go to number 1 of it to see that transaction. Maybe they bought something, or they bought biscuit of so amount. Then you transfer it from journal to ledger account. Let me simply say folio refer to journal number. So that if you are if you are checking or you are cross-checking your ledger account, you will be able to realize that this item was transferred from this journal number. Then another one is amount. This column at both sides show the financial worth of monetary value of the transaction recorded into the ledger account. Yes, you will be able to see the specific amount that you bought that item you bought or you sold it. The real worth of the transaction of that day will be recorded under the amount, and it will be at both sides. Don't forget that I have said you must follow the principle of double entry when you are preparing your ledger account. Anyone that is to be at the debit side, you record it at the debit side, then under the amount column. Then anyone that supposed to be at the credit side, you record it under the amount column at the credit side. Another one is discount. Another column that's supposed to appear under the ledger is discount. This is the reduction in the catalog or invoice price of goods or services offered or sold by the seller to the buyer. Discount. All of us are familiar with what we call discount. It may be to reduce the price for you. If you bought a gross of this biro, you will collect discount of a carton. I hope you have realized what I'm trying to explain. Discount is what we are giving as a result of buying in bulk. So types of discounts. We have trade discounts. We have quantity discount. We have seasonal discount. Seasonal, let me start from trade discount. You may be a sales rep. Maybe you are selling for a shop or for somebody. They now pack what you, for instance now, somebody is selling pure water for me. If the person can come in the morning, I will give the person 100 bags of pure water. That if you are able to sell 100 bags of pure water today, I will give you 2 bags as your discount. That is trade discount. If you are trading for me very well, they will be collecting discount on it. Then quantity discount. Quantity discount is as well if you are able to sell this larger quantity of this thing, I will be giving you this discount. I hope you have understand that. Then seasonal discount. Seasonal discount is, let's say seasonal is periodic discount. They may say, okay, for it may be as a gift or bonus for a section or for a year, like what they do distribute in some shop by December. You will see some shop, they will make plastic, then they will put the sticker of the name of their shop at the back of it. That is discount. That is called seasonal discount. If you have been patronizing them for a year, they may give you season. You will see some shop where they are selling frozen food or drinks. They do give them refrigerator. Some give them thermocool. Some do give this thing generator as their discount. We call it seasonal. They do it. They used to do it once in a year. It may be by December or by January. Some may even say after Salah. That is seasonal. They put time. It is periodic discount. Then another one is cash discount. They may give you cash as your discount. It's everything based on patronizing. If you are patronizing a shop very well or factory very well, such a factory, they do grant discount, which may be in form of trade, quantity, seasonal, or cash discount. That is that about discount. Then how to record cash received and cash payment. How to record our cash receipt and cash payment. The account that receives cash value is debited. I have already said it. You debit the receiver while you credit the giver. That is the rule of double entry. If you are receiving cash, you post it under at the debit side. Then if you are paying cash, it will be posted at the credit side. Then another one is contra entry. Contra entry. The contra entry will appear at both sides. It will appear at both sides. Contra entry. These are the situations in which two accounts offset each other. It is the transfer of money from one account to another. It affects bank and cash account at the same time with the same amount of money, e.g. cash sales to bank. For instance, now go to Orisunbare. This time that there is problem in the town, that they are burgling the shop, they are breaking shop, they are collecting their money at the gun shop. Some don't take the money home. After they assess at the end of the day, they will transfer their money to bank, or they take it to bank it. That is contra entry. When you are recording, when you are preparing your ledger at the end of the day or the week or the monthly, or whatever, how you are, whenever whatever you are, anyway you are doing it, maybe it is weekly, monthly, or end of the year. When you are doing it, when you are preparing it, you will see contra entry, and I hope you have know how to post it. You post bank and cash, because they make sales, they collect cash, and at the same time they deposit it at the bank. I hope you have enjoyed the class a little bit. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The assignment will follow my notes in the other page. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.